everyone, thanks for joining me for today's video. I was so excited when I looked at the calendar and realized that today is going to be our monthly tarot reading. So I'm really excited to see what the cards have to say for what we have in store coming up for June. I decided to do 3 readings this time. So reading number 1 will be our clear quartz reading. Reading number 2 will be our Shiva Eye reading. And reading number 3 will be our Smoky quartz reading. So I'll put the timestamps below in the description so you guys can move on to your reading if this first reading isn't for you. So let's get started. So the first reading is our clear quartz reading here. And so let's just see what the cards have to say for June coming up. So I'm going to do current energy, and then I'm going to do the focus, and then I'm going to do the guidance. So current energy is the strength. So beautiful lady here with her lion that she subdued, and she's just walking him with that chain, and he looks like he's just fine doing that. This is definitely a card of quiet determination and strength and using your feminine charms to just subdue the lion in your life. So it seems like your current energy, if you picked this first reading, is that of somebody who feels like they've overcome something and been able to do it while holding themselves still in a steady place without having to be forceful or anything like that. And then the focus is the 9 of Cups. This is a yes card saying, yes, you can have whatever you want. And also remember to celebrate, remember to, enjoy those times. I think so often we're busy, overcoming things, and we're busy like getting to the next step and doing the next thing, that we don't stop to enjoy, we don't stop to celebrate, so this card is definitely saying, yes, let the focus be on the celebrating those victories that you may have let the focus be on feeling great about yourself. Give yourself that credit. It takes a lot to overcome things, and it takes a lot to win battles with quiet determination, with, subtlety and with grace. It takes a lot of energy to sit back and let things play out, and then know when to step in. It takes a lot of strength and courage to do that. So celebrate yourself for those things. And then the guidance is the moon, paying attention to the subconscious, paying attention to those things underneath, making sure that you look to see, what things really are about versus, taking things at a surface level, look at things in the light as well. Make sure that you're paying attention to your subconscious too. Pay attention to your quiet time, maybe your meditation, and go inward and focus so that you can see things by the light of day, so that you can pull from the strength card, the energy from the strength, so that you can celebrate those things and feel really great about yourself when you're doing that. So that's that first quick reading. And then our second reading is going to be the Shiva Eye reading. So here, beautiful Shiva Eye reading that we have for you. And let's see what the cards have to say for your current energy, for your focus, and for the guidance. And so current energy for you is going to be the King of Cups. King of Cups has mastered his emotions. He has mastered the balance between the logic and the emotions. He is somebody who, although maybe looks like he's not doing much there, has really been able to harmonize and, have, good relationships and things like that. This guy is just sitting there on his throne, and he's not worried about that water that's underneath him, and it's really not turbulent water either. Again, really mastering the subconscious, mastering those harmonious relationships, and balancing the emotion with the logic, and just balanced that all out. So the current energy for you, if you've picked a second reading, is you're feeling like your relationships are harmonious. You're feeling like, relationships are really stable, and you're feeling like you've been able to balance the logic with the emotion. And the current focus is the Eight of Wands. A lot of movement in this card. Things are going, in getting ready to be ready. Those wands are going to land in a clear pasture. The sky is clear. The pasture is clear. The ground is clear. Everything is ready for you. You're getting ready to be ready. You're moving. You're ready to move, and you're ready to get that stuff going. There's a lot of movement in this card, and the focus is definitely, about placing things where they need to go and clearing the ground so that when those wands are ready to land, you can hit the ground running. So the focus is just like a lot of movement, but also making sure that you clear the ground so that when these wands land, they're landing in the best spot possible, like getting ready to be ready, just like really keeps popping out to me. And of course, the guidance is the Eight of Cups. So this is definitely a card of like letting go what doesn't serve you. Letting go what doesn't serve you. So when your wands get ready to land and your passion is ready to go, that ready to like land and stick, then you've gotten rid of that shit that didn't serve you. You got rid of that stuff, those emotions. This guy's mastered his emotions. That's your current energy. And the guidance is saying, don't go back to that stuff that doesn't serve you. Don't go back to that crap that, didn't do you any good. Don't go back to those feelings that really make you feel like crap. Your inner critic might be talking to you, might be saying, hey, but who are you to think that you've mastered these harmonious relationships? Who are you to think that you can move forward? And you are somebody who can move forward. You are somebody that can put that stuff behind you. You are somebody who, can let that shit go. So let that shit go that doesn't serve you. Really, like, let it go. Let it go. This is really the guidance, like, let it go. There's 4 cups that are turned, just turned down. And then there's 4 cups that are upright. Take those lessons from the past, those relationships, those feelings that you had, those relationships that didn't serve you, those emotions that no longer serve you, let them go. Let them go. That's the guidance for you, Shiva Eye second reading people. And so the third reading and last reading is going to be our Smoky Quartz. Beautiful Smoky Quartz here. And let's see what the current energy, the focus, and the guidance is for your reading. Current energy is the Fool. This is a beautiful card for those of you who are taking a risk, who are moving into uncharted territory, who have this new thing going on. Maybe it's something that you're thinking about. Maybe it's a step that you thought about taking. Maybe it's something that doesn't make sense to other people but makes perfect sense to you, but really is scary for you because it's new. It's something you've never done before. There's a new journey. But there's other things that have happened in your life that have been preparing you for this moment. This guy didn't learn how to twirl that baton and that hoop at the same time while mastering the balancing of those zodiac signs in 1 second. He learned how to do this way before he started showing people that he could do this. Your plan has been in the works. What you're doing now, this uncharted path, has been in the works for a long time. You taking that risk, you taking that step, you moving forward into those new horizons and new unexplored paths and unexplored potential. It's been in the works for a long time. You just have to take that step, And so that's the current energies, new things, new things happening, you know, and building blocks that have been there before. The focus is on the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is here to say, I'm going to cut through all the mental fog. I am going to use my logic. She's mastered her logic. She's mastered, you know, how she talks to people. She's mastered and matured her way of thinking and her way of presenting herself to people too. And it's definitely a card of mastering your thoughts and cutting through the mental fog. And the guidance is the Five of Swords. So while you're forging through these unknown paths, while you've mastered your logical way of thinking, make sure that, you know, when you're fighting your battles, that you don't use words that cut so quick, that you are taking into account other people's feelings. Yes, stand up for yourself. Yes, go through those, take those risks through those unknown paths, but also watch what you say and watch how you say it. Words are sharp. They can cut like knives. So make sure that you're paying attention to others and other people's feelings too. So that was your quick June 3-card spread reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't behind. And if you have any comments, I'd love to hear how this resonates for you. See you guys next time. Bye.